right, hello everybody. This is Kathy from KathysForex.com. Sorry about the delay. I had some technical difficulty. I couldn't get my software to work, but got it working. I was trying to get this going on Trading View website, but we work with it on Meta Trader. So let me get this adjusted here. Okay, I'm gonna have 4 charts in one pair. So we're gonna start with major um, pairs first, starting from Euro USD, and then from that on we're gonna go and look at other pairs in major currencies and move on so forth from that on. Going to try to look at as many as pairs as possible. Now hold on one second. We got foreign. Let's look at weekly too. Okay, so let's bring this here. That would give us, okay, so we have weekly chart, we have daily chart right down here, and then we have 4-hour chart, and then we also have hourly chart. On a weekly chart, let's zoom in. As you can see, this pair, the lowest low on this pair for past 10 years is 103.60, and right now the pair is trading around 1.1050, so very close to the 10-year low. So most logical place for this pair to go next, it would be retesting the last low, which is right here. Let's get this. Right here. That is the past 10 years low, which happened in December 2016. Okay, next thing we want to take a look at is what has been happening in recent months. For that, we go to daily. On a daily, let's zoom in. We had support, breaking, came back, retested it, again, support, broke here. Let's zoom in. Right? Now again, we have support here. Support broke. Now retested the support right here. This is the retest of this support right here, where it was broken, let's say, in April. Now we are dealing with the same thing, retest. Now the most logical step for this pair is to break the last support that he has tested in October 1st, which was 108.80. Now let's look at this much closer. Let's look at the candles. The first thing we want to pay attention, the look of the candles, the weight of the candles, how much oomph, how much buyers, how much sellers are in each candles. So in recent month, look at this sell, look at this seller, Look at this seller. Now let's look at the buyers. This set of the buyer right here. This set of the buyer here. Let's look at these buyers here too. Okay, what do these candles tell us? If you pay attention to the look of this candle is one full bar, one full bar, one full bar, full bar, full bar, full bar. Now this move right here from bulls, right, the one right here, this is a good set of candles, but the rest of them are indecisive candle bars, meaning the price went up, came back down, the buyers pushed up, the sellers came back, took control, right? So let's get rid of all these boxes and see what the next logical place for this pair would be right now. Double top here. It came back down, retested this level. Okay. Move down, retracement, move back down, double bottom, move back up, try to break this level. It couldn't, the price broke down. So most logical place would be right here. I'm gonna change the color of this one. Okay, so we will be bearish for Euro USD. Let's see. Oversold. Okay. All right. Looks good. Okay, we're going to recap on Euro USD. Euro USD been in a bearish mood for past 2 years after retesting 1.25, 1.26 area right down here. It has been moving down pretty much every week. Little by little, it has been working its way in zones. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this bearish bar right here that it has taken 1, 2, 3 bars, bullish bar, and take over those bars, it gives me indication that we will be retesting 1.10 area, lower zone of 1.10 area. Okay, let's look at pound dollar. All right, pound dollar weekly chart. Let's zoom in. This is the lowest low for past 10 years, which is 1.17. Okay. Our trend line shows bearish also. Okay, with indication of double bottom right here, one right here and one right here. So with pound dollar, I think we will be retesting 1.42 in weeks to come. Now let's look at daily to see what we want to do with this information in a daily basis. In our daily basis, it's very obvious the price is moving up, is breaking all the resistance. Zoom in. Okay, so all right. Okay, this is good. This is this year right here. All right, let's see. This looks like a very, very strong resistance right here. Let's extend this to 15 and see where it goes. Yes, as you can see, when we extended it to the further years, you can see the consolidation in this zone. So that's a very good support, a resistance for us right here to pay attention to. Let me extend this to current days. That's good. Okay. Now, this would be our zone to look at. This is where we want the price to go to, and most likely it will, because the price has been breaking this level. Now, last week we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red days. I'm sorry, green days, and then we had a little sell-off on Friday. Uh, uh, so this would be the high of Thursday was 1.3165. 131, 65, and 65. So this is the high of Thursday, and this is the low of Friday. Okay, now let's go to the 4 hours and see what we got in 4 hours. Okay, all right, the best play that I would have for this pair would be trading it. Let me see, hourly. to be trading it in 4 hours. And the trade will be okay. This is a 4-hour chart, and this is the trend line from the high of Thursday candle to Friday, close of Friday. Okay, so if I see a buy opportunity, so I will be bullish on the pound dollar, GBP USD, I will be bullish. So I will be a buyer if I see a good buy opportunity above 131.42. So I will be a buyer above this zone right here. Right above this trend line, I will be a buyer. My target will be high of Thursday, because I think this pair will retrace this week. I think this pair will retrace somewhere here. Actually, let me change the color on this. Actually, it will retrace somewhere here. And I will also be buyer here. Okay, and that's for that. Yeah, that looks good. So looking for price to retrace back to major Fibonacci level on pound dollar, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7 days of bullish candles. Actually, I would say 10. There he goes, my puppies. Give me one moment, please. Sorry about that. So I will be looking to be a buyer around Fibonacci level, anywhere from 129.50 to 130. 1.30, I will be a buyer on pound USD. Okay, next pair I want to take a look at, it would be Aussie dollar. Let me clean up this pair. All right, let's get some of these lines off. Okay, let's get all of them cleaned up. So we work from beginning. Okay. All right. Aussie dollar. This was the low on 2015, and then past a few months, the price has been kind of working its way in this the low from 4 years ago. It broke below it, it broke above it, it broke below it, it broke above it, it went down again, and now we are right on the border. So um, let's see what happens with this pair if it, bears are not as strong as you can see. You see, bear bars are not as strong as bull bars are, but there are much more of them. So it's one of those things we're gonna just watch it and see what happens. Let's take a look at it on a daily chart as well, just in case we don't miss an opportunity. This is a pennant pattern right here. So as you can see, the price can break above or price can break below. So no particular decision on this. We're going to watch it as day goes by. Euro GBP weekly. Look at these red bars. Sellers, they're strong sellers. And they broke the weekly low on this pair on Friday, and they passed it by 50 pips. That's not a good sign. So let's zoom in. The next logical place for this pair would be 83. That's the low from 2017. So let's see what happened. These are very strong sellers with no buying, no taking profit. So let's see what they do. Um, for now, we're just gonna, it's not a place to get into the sell because it has sold so many. At any point, these sellers can take profit. So looking at it in a daily chart, same thing. Look at this level right there, and then 4 hours, same thing. It's not a location for me that I say, okay, this is a good place to buy or is a good place to sell. I will be a seller if it comes back up. I will be a seller if this comes back up to this zone and retest this area. I will be a seller in this area, in this zone, not here, not, yeah. So I would say 85 zone, 10-20 pips up, 10-20 pips down. That would be my buy seller zone on euro pound. Let's look at USD CAD, US dollar and Canadian dollar. Weekly first, zoom in. Setting up the trend line first. Okay, let's zoom in, and our trend line shows exactly what we've been dealing with. Price up, price down, price up, price down. Let's look at the daily. Zoom out. Zoom in. Okay, the daily trend line. I do not like it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the sell. This is a very strong level right here. We got a strong level here, and the price is between the two zone. So there is no go on this pair for me until it reaches either below here or above here. I'm sorry, it reaches this zone or this zone. Then I can decide if I want to be a buyer or I want to be a seller on this. USD franc, weekly. Wow. Can it get more boring than this? Look at this. Five years of blah, like nothing. Look at this. The price has gone up and down. In this zone. Look at the daily. Let me get rid of this. Actually, it's okay. Let me just light it up. Okay. Let's get rid of it. This is a daily chart that I have zoomed out. And since last year, actually around the same time frame, this is where the price been hanging out. And if we go further back, let's go 2 years further back. You see, this is a very strong zone, and right now the price is kind of moving inside here. Now let's put another box right here. Let's make this a fun color. Now let's zoom in. Okay, how many pips we are dealing with in this zone? 168 pips, 170 pips. So the game plan on this pair is if the price reaches this zone, we will be a seller. If the price reaches down here, we will be a buyer. And change it to more greener than that. Okay. Right now, let's see how far are we from the low from the buy zone, about 40 pips. Well, let's see what happens today. Let's see what happens to it. If we have a pullback, I will buy USD CHF. So USD CHF close to buy zone. Okay. Now let's take a look at dollar yen. Go to weekly first. Zoom out. What a beautiful pair. Look at that. Wow, this is so organized. This is so beautiful. Zoom in. That's beautiful. Okay, so we are sitting on a pennant on a weekly. The price can go up or down. We don't know. It hasn't decided which way it wants to go. Right now it's dealing with overbought tickets. So let's see. You see, there's a good possibility the price sells and comes down to 107. Let's look at daily. Sitting on the support, 4 hours, sitting on the support. Okay, so below this we are sellers. Above here we will be buyers. Actually, no. Depending on where this pair opens on New Zealand session in a couple hours, I will be a buyer on USD yen. USD yen. Possible buy at the open. Depending where it opens up. My stop loss would be somewhere here. My target would be here. That would give me 100 pips of profit, 40 pips of risk, 2 to 1. Okay, so risk 40, profit 110, give or take. Okay, this is a good one. I want to look at pound yen as well. It's one of my favorite pairs to trade. Weekly chart, zoom out. From here to here. This looks good. This is an unconfirmed bullish chart. It looks like the pair is trying to get up. If this level right here, let me zoom in. If this trend line breaks, we're looking at the profit in 176 zone, or even possible 190 zone. If it gets rejected, we will be looking at 129. I like it very much. So realistically, good trade for me would be I sell here, something like this, and probably take profit. Yeah, around there. That's good. So stop loss would be here, and take profit would be here. What is our risk reward ratio? That's almost 100 pips versus 120. So 1-to-1 ratio. This is not something I will buy at the open. I want to repeat this. This is not something I will buy at the open. This is a weekly chart. But it shows a good opportunity for a sell. Now, daily, when we look at daily, take a look at this red bar that it took over one full day. This is a good place to sell. 4-hour chart. Yeah, I will be a seller on 4-hour chart and daily chart. Okay, but I have to rethink where my risk will be. 100 pips is a lot. I don't want to go that high. Probably I will reduce it to this high right here. So that would give me that's not that 60 pips, 60 versus 100. That's good. I can live with that. I can live with that. Okay, what else do we have to take a look at? Pound Aussie. I also like Pound Aussie always. It's a very good pair. The reason I like it is very, very predictable. It always trades in channels. It's like when it's down in a trend line, you know it's going to go back up to the upper trend line. And if it's on a support, you know it's going to go and hit the resistance. Not like other pairs that it goes up a bit and then drops and it does goofy things. So, excuse me. Okay, let me zoom in on weekly. Just like this. Look at that. Okay. All right. So this would be a good pair to sell somewhere here. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm a seller on GBP AUD. Okay, what else? Did we talk about pound New Zealand? Yes, we did. No, this is actually left over from that one. Okay, let's look at weekly. Similar to pound Aussie. Looks very good. That's not bad. So okay, so let's get all the charts here. So we are looking at pound, I'm sorry, dollar yen. We are buyers in dollar yen. Pound yen. We are seller in pound yen. Pound Aussie. I'm also a seller on pound Aussie. Pound New Zealand. I'm also seller in pound New Zealand. So if we sell here at the open, we are looking at about 200 pips. That's not bad. And then from here we will be buyers. Okay, looks good. All right, thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate your support. Please subscribe, click the notification, support this channel, and thank you for bearing with my nasal voice. I'm dealing with a cold here. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.